My name is Sana. I was just 21 years old when I got married. I came from a simple family in a small town where life was quiet and dreams were big. Like every girl, I had imagined what marriage would feel like: the love, the care, the feeling of being cherished by someone who would see me as special, important, and beautiful. But behind those dreams, there were fears too. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what would happen on my first night. I had heard so many stories. Some said it was painful, others said it was magical. Some brides cried, some laughed. I didn't know which one I would be. The wedding day itself passed in a blur. Smiles, photographs, blessings, and endless rituals. When I finally left my parents' house, my heart was heavy, my eyes still wet from tears. At my husband's home, everyone welcomed me warmly, but inside I was trembling. My hands were cold, my lips dry, and although I kept smiling, my heart was racing. When the house grew quiet and the guests left, I was taken to the room prepared for us. The bed was decorated with flowers, the air filled with perfume and something sweet. I sat quietly, eyes lowered, heart pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. After a few minutes, the door opened. My husband walked in. This was the man I had married just hours ago, but in truth, I didn't really know him yet. He moved slowly, carefully, and sat beside me, but not too close. There was silence, and I didn't dare to look up. My breath was shallow, my hands shaking slightly. Then he spoke softly. "Sana, I know this isn't easy for you. I won't force anything. Let's just talk first." His voice was calm, gentle, like a soft blanket on a cold night. For the first time, I looked at him. He wasn't stern or demanding. He looked nervous too, smiling in a shy, almost boyish way, like he was afraid of frightening me. That moment gave me unexpected peace. He offered me a glass of water. When our fingers touched, a spark ran through me. My cheeks grew warm, and I quickly looked down again. He laughed lightly and said, "Don't worry, I'm not going to eat you." That small joke made me smile, just a little, but it broke the wall of fear inside me. He began sharing little stories about himself, even silly, embarrassing moments, and I realized something I had never thought about before, that men, too, can feel shy and uncertain on their wedding night. His honesty slowly melted away my nervousness. Then he gently asked, "Can I hold your hand?" I nodded. His hand was warm, steady, and he held mine as if it was something precious. That touch was not rough or hurried. It was tender. My heartbeat quickened, not from fear but from a strange sweetness. When he said, "I won't do anything tonight unless you feel ready. I just want you to feel safe with me." Not from sadness, but from relief. He noticed my tears and gently wiped them away with his fingertips. That soft touch on my cheek made me close my eyes for a moment. I wasn't used to such tenderness. It wasn't lust. It was care. Deep care. Then he leaned closer and placed a kiss on my forehead. A slow, warm kiss, one that spoke more than words ever could. It wasn't about claiming me. It was about comforting me. He whispered, "We have a lifetime together, Sana. Tonight doesn't need to be about pressure. Tonight can simply be about love." Those words lifted a heavy weight off my shoulders. I had been imagining so many worst-case scenarios, but reality was nothing like the scary stories I had heard. He wasn't rushing me, wasn't demanding anything. He was patient, understanding, and kind. That night, for the first time, I realized what true respect between two people feels like. We lay down side by side. He pulled me gently into his arms, and I rested my head on his chest. I could hear his heartbeat, steady, calm, reassuring. That sound was strangely soothing, like a lullaby for my fears. I felt safe in a way I had never felt before. He stroked my hair softly and kissed the top of my head. His fingers brushed along my arm, slow and gentle, making my skin sensitive in a way that was new to me. There was no rush, no sense of urgency. Instead, there was time, space, and patience. We talked quietly in the dark about our childhood, our families, the funny mistakes we had made in life. And with every word, the distance between us grew smaller. I began to trust him, not because he tried to prove himself, but because he simply let me be myself. When he finally leaned in to kiss my lips, I didn't turn away. I allowed it, because by then I felt ready. The kiss wasn't perfect. It was slow, a little uncertain, but beautiful. It wasn't about passion or performance. It was about connection. Two people learning how to meet each other not just as husband and wife, but as human beings. That night, nothing dramatic happened. No fireworks, no grand gestures. But something far more important began. A foundation built on care, respect, and love. I realized marriage isn't just about two bodies. It's about two hearts finding a rhythm together. Now, when I look back, I don't smile because of what happened physically. I smile because of how it all unfolded, with patience, gentleness, and kindness. I was lucky because not every girl gets a husband who understands that the first night shouldn't be about fear or pressure. It should be about comfort, about making the other person feel safe, seen, and valued. And to every man out there, I want to say this: be the kind of partner who doesn't rush, who doesn't demand, who makes her feel like she is the most important person in the world. That is where true love begins. And to every girl, remember this: your first night belongs to you. It should never be about fear. It should be about trust, connection, and a gentle beginning to a lifelong journey. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Emma English Practice.